Well, we've officially entered into an extreme seller's market territory again here in Airdrie, which means below 1 month supply in our market. And we're there with 3 out of 4 segments of our market. So comment below the style of home that you think is not in the extreme seller's market right now. Is that going to be the condos, townhomes, duplexes, or the detached single family homes? Comment your answer here first, and then we'll give you the answer a little bit later in the video, and we'll explain what this means for buyers and sellers here in our market. And while you're down there, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm so that more people that are interested can see this video and be updated on Airdrie real estate. All right, well, let's start with our general numbers for Airdrie before we go deeper into some of the trends in our market. You'll see here that we had 225 sales in the month of May, which is up from 170 in April. And we did see a good jump in new listings as well, with 260 new listings in May. But with the added sales, it didn't really move our inventory up all that much. Only 10 homes higher than last month, right now at 191 listings in our market right now. And at any given time, only about 120 to 130 of those are fully available without a conditional sale. So with that inventory number of 191 and that sales number of 225 sales within that 1 month, that gives us an overall month supply of just 0.85 months, which brings us below 1 month and puts us now in that overall extreme seller's market. Now, there's only been one other time in the past 2 decades that we've dipped below 1 month supply here in Airdrie, and I'll give you a second to guess when you think that might have been. Well, if you thought of last spring, then you'd be right. We were in an extreme seller's market then, and we're in another one now. And both times we saw 3 out of 4 subsegments of our market under 1 month supply, but this time it's a different style of home that's left out. So last year it was our condos that were not in the extreme seller's market. So let's go through our styles of homes now and find out which one is not under 1 month supply currently. And so let's start there with our condos. We saw condo prices go up another 1.8% in just the last month. On average, they were selling 2% above the list price, and we currently have just 0.71 months of supply of apartments in Airdrie. So condos definitely continue to be on a roll here in the city this year. And moving on to those townhouses, where we saw prices rise 1.7% in the last month, and on average they were selling for 2.7% above the list price, and we're currently seeing a month's supply of just 0.36 months for townhouses, so just a third of a month of supply for this specific segment of the market. And now moving on to detached homes, or those duplexes, we saw prices go up here 1.1% in the last month, selling closer to list price in this segment of the market, but still just slightly above, that 0.2% above the list price on average. And for duplexes, we currently have a month's supply of just 0.56 months, so just half a month's supply for those duplexes. And finally, that brings us to our detached homes, and all the previous 3 were in that extreme seller's market territory of less than a month's supply. So we know by now that the detached homes are the segment of the market that's currently above 1 month's supply at 1.17 months, but it has been coming down every single month this year. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this dip below 1 month by next month. But even though we're over a month's supply, we're still in a seller's market for these detached homes, just not an extreme seller's market. So we saw a price increase last month for detached homes of 1.1% within the month, which means the average house this month sells for about $6,000 more than it did last month. And we also saw the average sale price end up just over list price at 0.3% over list on average. And it does also need to be noted that semi-detached and detached homes as of this month have surpassed our peak prices of 2022. So now every segment of our market is at all-time high prices. So if you bought last spring in 2022 and you were disappointed when you saw the prices come down a bit throughout the rest of the year, you can rest easy now knowing that your current market value should be equal to or slightly higher than you paid last spring. Now overall, this is painting a picture of a very active seller's market. We have lots of buyers out there still buying, which continues to put upward pressure on our market. So if you currently own a home, this is great news, as your net worth is growing every single month. But if you don't yet own real estate, this can definitely be hard news to hear. Now, that being said, I think our market is set to increase in prices over the next multiple years. So if I was looking to buy my first property or additional properties, and whether I'm local to Alberta or buying from another province and hoping to buy somewhere where it's cheaper, like here in Alberta, I'd be wanting to do it as soon as possible so that I could build equity in my house as the market appreciates. But just the nature of a market like this can be very different and provide very different pros and cons for various types of buyers and sellers. So if you're considering buying or selling in this market, please book a strategy call with me, send me an email, or fill out the contact form on my website, and we can schedule a time to chat about your specific situation and what might be your next move in this market. For some people, that might mean buying something right away, selling something right away, or for others, that might mean you hold off for a little bit. Maybe you don't sell that property quite yet, let it appreciate a little bit more. It really does just depend on your specific needs and your specific situation that you're in. So let's chat about it. Well, that's all I have for you this month. I really hope you learned something about our market. If you have any questions at all, please reach out to me or comment down below. And again, my name is Brad Walker, your favorite Airdrie Realtor, and we'll see you in the next video.